Hey there. So it's a nice 57-degree day outside. I figure it was a great day to get the Traeger fired up and make some pork ribs. Prairie fresh, natural, spare ribs. We'll get them trimmed up, cleaned up, seasoned, and throw them on the grill. See how it's done? Stay tuned. Alright, first thing that we are going to tackle is making up a seasoning for it. Normally I'd use the frag out seasonings, but wanted to get a little bit creative today. So this is a Memphis Rub recipe I found on Amazing Ribs. So we got 3/4 of a cup brown sugar. Make sure we get that kind of mixed up. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And these bowls are really nice, perfect size for this. Found them on Amazon. 1/4 cup of ground ginger. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, or onion powder, I'm sorry. 2 tablespoons of black pepper. Tablespoon or so of paprika. Now the recipe actually calls for rosemary powder, a teaspoon of rosemary powder, but I'm not a big fan, so I went for cayenne pepper. Give me a little bit of sweet and heat. And we'll get this mess mixed up. It's going to make quite a bit, but it should last me pretty much the whole summer. Now, back, we'll find something to put that in and we'll start working on the meat. Alright, here we got the meat out. First thing you want to do when you get the meat is on the back of the ribs there's a little membrane. I took it off camera because I usually have a hard time. This time it was really easy. You get your butter knife under there and then with a paper towel so you have a good grip, you pull it, and this one came off really nicely. Then I kind of squared up the ribs. You know, I got rid of this piece that is going to cook way uneven. Smaller piece that's going to cook uneven. So now I got a nice little set of ribs here. These I will season and throw on, just because why waste meat? So, we'll set this aside for now. And we'll focus on this. Now I like to have one hand that's, you know, keep my hand clean. First thing we're going to do is I am going to add a binder. Mustard makes a good binder, and you can't taste it. I know, it's odd, but it's true. You don't taste it once the cooking's done. So, we will get that on there. This will just help create a nice little kind of a bark on the ribs. Helps the seasoning stick a little bit better. So, I found a little shaker. It's actually a used shaker. And we'll get some seasoning on. I like to hold the seasoning nice and high, get it even. And you'll notice this seasoning has no salt. So you can actually go pretty liberal on it. Make sure we get the sides there. Get it on the top. If you're going to eat it, you might as well season it. That bottom doesn't quite need it. And just to add some color, make it look pretty, I think I will pick out the seasoning here. Actually, I have a little bit of it here. We will use the Frag Out Operator, which is a sweet hickory smoke, just to give it a little extra color. And this one will have a little bit of salt in it, so there. Now those look good. All right, I'm gonna let this sit for 15 minutes or so, let things kind of soak up, and I'm gonna get the grill started, and hopefully the dog doesn't sneak in and eat this. Catch you in a little bit. All right, we got our Traeger up about 275. So we're gonna get our ribs on. Let those sit on there for about 2.5 hours. Really, once we start to see them kind of get a nice maroon color, then we're gonna wrap them. So we're at 275 for about 2.5 hours, so you can do this on anything. You don't need a Traeger. And then we'll wrap them up. Catch you in a little bit. All right, our ribs have been on for about 2 hours right now. Actually looking pretty good, nice color to them. We're gonna take them off, we're gonna wrap them, and then we'll throw them on for about another hour. The dog is sure enjoying the grease that's coming off. I'll actually bring it over by the egg to do it. And I always put it so the shiny side is towards the meat. That helps reflect the heat back in. Set them on there. About 8 o'clock they should be done. We'll take them off at about 8. We'll put on the barbecue sauce. It's an apple habanero barbecue sauce, and I'll go over that then. Put them on for about 10 minutes just to caramelize it, and then we'll eat. All right, so we're gonna glaze the ribs now, and I have a sauce that was inspired by Meat Church. It's the rib candy, and I mix it with Blues Hog Champion barbecue sauce. I do about 2 cups to 1 cup, 2 barbecue, 1 of the rib candy, and this stuff is awesome. It's not all that hot when it's mixed up like that. It does have a little zip, but it's not too bad. So let's get them off. Ooh, look at that. The dog is behind me salivating. So we'll get our little brush. This isn't one of the greatest brushes. I prefer the Traeger brush. Not because I love Traeger, it just works well. So let's get some sauce on them. Paint it on nicely. Let them sit on there for a little bit. And we'll pull those off in a few minutes. All right, and here we have a rack of ribs. Let's see if we can pull them apart. Oh, that's perfect. Couldn't ask for anything more. Let's take a piece, cut it, see how they taste. I'm not going to dig into them on camera. I'll save you guys the mess. Tender, bone pulls right out of them. That's perfect. You don't know what you're missing. Now it's your turn to go out and try some. So if you guys found any of this helpful, if you like the recipe, if you like ribs, you like barbecuing, you just want to support me, hit that like and subscribe button. This is the first of probably what's going to be many barbecuing videos. That season's starting. Going to have quite a few events coming up, so I'll be doing videos there. Going to be doing some maintenance videos, you know, how to clean a Traeger grill, how to clean a big green egg. Some comparison videos, you know, it's just some, not sales videos, but just to give you information to help you decide if you're looking for a grill too. It's a great way to cook, you can't beat it. Hit that like button, give me a subscribe, there will be a lot more coming. Thanks guys, I'll see you later.